So first I'd like to point out that according to Salon.com, Village Voice, and EQ, there's different estimates, but trend seems to say around half of all females online are really men. Some of these statistics go back to 2006, etc. But, and then one of them was an article posted in 2013. So it's around then they were citing that. So I actually took the time to look this up without going to sites that are compromised. And that's what I've come up with. About half of women online are said to really be men. And it's funny how gays will sit there and say that it is not a mental illness to be gay. And I've noticed the majority of gang stalkers are homosexuals that I've come across, or feminists. Okay? Definitely the majority of men that I've come across are homosexuals. And you got to realize that this is only partially due to the fact that the liberals control mental health for the most part. It's really that the gays are going out of their way to bootlick, to impress the New World Order in order to get their agenda across. Make no mistake, gays are not on the side of the people. These bisexuals like Russell Brand and, they're not on the side of the people. People that put women and gays on the bottom of the pyramid, guess what? They're not on the side of the people. I've said it time and time again, and I'll say it again. The top people, the elite, have homosexuals, feminists, and racists as part of that. That's the majority of the elite, okay? And then, of course, there's Jews and Satanists. Putin gave a speech about how 80 to 85% of the members of the first Soviet Union government were Jews, and they oppressed people who, from Christians, Muslims, Buddhists to Jews, etc. They oppressed religious people because that was part of, what the Soviet Union was about, their ideology, communism, Bolshevism, etc. And so you've got to realize that, yes, they're Jews, but they're occult Jews. They're of the synagogue of Satan. With that being said, gays have done some of the gang stalking. They've catfished me, and they've singled me out. And the New World Order has helped them to single me out. The mental health has given them personal information about me. They've done certain things to, try to help them convince me that they're really a woman, including gays in tech, gays in mental health, gays in gang stalking, gays in the military. And just a quick Google search to see how many gays are in the military. It's a whole lot. You'll see two soldiers kissing. It's really disgusting. Anyway, so moving on, let me wrap this up. I want to make this a quick video. Security guards have followed me around in stores. Neighbors have stopped, not because they want to see if my car broke down, because I drive down the road to upload my videos to a service spot because I live in the middle of nowhere, but to mock me and say, oh, why do you come out here all the time? And these stupid questions. Anyway, at UOP, my ex-girlfriend, I seen her in a black car with another black girl by the Livermore campus smiling at me. Then later I met her on Peddling a Fish, and she set me up to be most likely sexually assaulted or led to believe that I was. And either way, it's disgusting. Date hookup, the last hospital I was at, the art therapist, I saw her there. They were cyber attacking me on that site using the internet browser and the website to launch a cyber attack against me. It's a beachfront to launch a cyber attack. And I saw her sister, someone who's most likely her sister, on Tinder. Then there was the phone call for the follow-up treatment, which I never really received from any other hospital but them, which was kind of odd, and it sounded like it could be her, but I could be wrong. Then the gay who was catfishing me. Now, a lot of you are going to say, oh, you were catfished by a gay guy. Remember the statistics I brought to you at the beginning of this video. Up to half of the women on the internet are really homosexuals. Now, think about how many of these quote-unquote women you flirted with, maybe sent your dick picture to, etc. And you're going to sit there like fucking, it makes me gay that I was catfished by a gay guy or something. This is a fucking epidemic, people. Moving on, blonde prison guard twisting my words. I said, it seems like pedophiles have it easier in jail or in prison. Then he comes out of the nowhere and says, oh, you don't want to take that route, brother. Trying to play me out as if I'm a pedophile or that I'm considering taking a pedophile route just because I simply said it seems that pedophiles have it easier in jail. Another time when I was talking about stuff, he said, oh, am I going to have to take you down? It's complete stupidity. And he said he was from Idaho, or he said he has family from Idaho, and then he looked like a prison guard or a camp staff in Idaho when I was at Ascent. Then he apologized for one of the presentation. No one ever apologized for anyone's presentation. It was an attempt to play me out, trying to play me out as crazy, trying to play me out as a pedophile, tried to fucking get a rise out of me, Then there was Fremont Hospital staff that came to the Livermore campus, University of Phoenix, staring me down. So that was some of the early, some of the early times when the gang stalking intensified. Then there was a fat lady who I used to be friends with, who started being very obsessive in trying to, stalk me, making fake profiles, trying to lure me in. There's one point she made a fake profile, and she, and we were hanging out that day because I used to smoke weed with her, whatever. We were just friends, and she knew that. And I told her I gotta go, and that, I can't tell her why, because I knew that she fucking, had a crush on me or whatever, Because when I first met her on the internet, she misrepresented herself as someone else. When we met in person, then it became a friendship, just hang out kind of thing, right? And so, you know, she's like, oh, I already know when you gotta go. Make a long story short, she had faked to be someone else. She told me, when she was faking to be someone else, she told me to get a room ahead of time in order to, say, oh, you paid for the room anyway, and try to pressure me into going. And she didn't want to get out of my car when fucking I said that I'm not cool with that. I'm not gonna go through with it. And I didn't get the hotel ahead of time. So it shows you how these people set up the situation for their females in their family, for whatever reason, who can't get a guy or who obsess on a guy, to be able to, take advantage of the situation. It goes back to how fat people and gay people are some of the most sexually immoral for more than one reason. They're taking advantage of people, especially in this gang stalking country. Well, it's more than just America, just gang stalking. But anyway, so moving on, the military at the UOP. There's a Navy teacher talking about aliens, saying aliens are real, trying to throw me off. And the military are a big part of this, and they get a big discount. There's a lot of them at UOP. I've been going on for almost an hour, not even truly elaborating on my points, but giving a quick explanation. And the irony is, if a gang member kills somebody for looking at him strange, they'll say, "Oh, he's just a gang member," But if I strike back for these people that have constantly threatened me and trying to kill me, trying to soft kill me, trying to get me to commit suicide, even trying to hit me with a car, as an Asian guy, and this is well after I made the top martial arts challenge. And ask yourself, who are the people most offended by the top martial artists, if not Asian people, first and foremost, and then white people. And I'm going to end it there. Thank you.